20 upcoming Nintendo Switch games, but they keep getting better. And all of these are releasing in the next month. Memory, the original matching game from Ravensburger. This is literally the game you played when you were 2 years old. It's just simple square pictures and simple matching. How this is even a video game, I do not know. Horse Club Adventure 2, Hazelwood Stories. This is a horse riding game with really bad graphics, apparently. Alongside all of the different disciplines like dressage and show jumping, there's also mysteries. So this is basically super low budget Knives Out for kids. Casual Challenge Players Club. It's pool, casually challenging, but with anime characters and a little bit of a story. Yup, about as strange of a combination as it sounds. Martian Panic. This is actually a port from the Wii of an on-rails light gun style shooter where the Martian invasion force has targeted Earth for complete destruction. And your choice is to play this game or let it happen, and I'm leaning towards the latter. Bunny Park. Okay, bunnies are kind of cute, and I understand that the farming simulation genre is the most popular genre on Switch right now, but this looks so basic, and unless you're a big bunny boy, you're probably gonna skip Bunny Park. LOL surprise, BB's Born to Travel. How is this not first on the list? Well, it looks like they just kind of copied Overcooked and then turned it into a game about little dolls that come out of surprise packages. 30 stages across 5 cities. It actually doesn't look all that terrible while still being pretty terrible. A Frog's Job. One of the greatest titles to grace Nintendo Switch in 2022. It's a side-scrolling 2D collect-a-thon. You're trying to recover 40 frog souls. You can stop time. We're starting to get to the point where this game looks pretty playable. Doesn't look awesome, doesn't look bad. It's just a frog's job. Dinogachi. You gotta get the dino version of the Tamagotchi. This actually has positive reviews, being ported from Steam, and if you're looking to have a pet dinosaur, which is pretty unlikely in today's day and age, then Dinogachi might be for you, and it's a very big screen, much bigger than the Tamagotchi screen, so this is actually pretty unoffensive. Bus Simulator City Ride. You get to be a bus driver. You get to drive all sorts of famous buses from Volvo, Mercedes-Benz, Scania, BYD, Iveco, and MAN. Drive your routes, complete missions, and now we're getting to a point where this is pretty boring, but it is a gaming game. This is a gamer's game. This is a game that belongs on the Switch, as long as you're fond of bus rides, which by many accounts is the worst part of the school day. I did not like riding the bus. Resident Evil Village Cloud. The only reason this game is anywhere remotely near the middle of this list is because it's Cloud. The game came out last year. It's an awesome entry in the Resident Evil franchise, but the Cloud version just doesn't do it for me. Some people will find this unplayable. It might be decent. You might get disconnects, and it kind of just sucks that we're saddled with Cloud versions of really awesome games. A Plague Tale Requiem Cloud version. Once again, an awesome opportunity, absolutely missed. This is a day-and-date release with the other platforms for the sequel to A Plague Tale, a game that is exciting a lot of different players across the globe, but it's a cloud version, which means your signal is going across the globe, which means your experience will be all sorts of inconsistent, and even though it's cool to get a third-party big release for the fall, it's cloud, and that speaks for itself. Dragon Ball The Breakers. What happens if Bandai Namco and Goku decide that they're going to make an asynchronous multiplayer game? This. A bunch of people, like 7 of them, face off against Frieza and Cell and other major DBZ villains. It actually could be pretty neat, although I'm expecting it to just be okay. We'll have to see if it ends up being more than average when it comes out mid-October. And if you are a big DBZ fan, this could be right up your alley. but there are plenty more games that are a lot better releasing very soon. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 3, Slime Speedway. They've popped off 3 of these in the time that Mario Kart has popped off DLC. But maybe they'll continue to get better and better, and it does bring a big voice-acted cast of over 40 iconic characters. You know, it'll have all of your favorites from the different Nickelodeon shows, and honestly, this is a pretty decent racer. Although if you are looking for kart racing action, I recommend just getting the Course Booster Pass because nothing beats Mario Kart, not even CatDog. Disney Speedstorm. Well, it looks like there's a trend developing here. This is Disney's take on the Mario Kart genre, and hey, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. Gameloft did a bang-up job with Disney Dreamlight Valley, their Animal Crossing clone, so maybe they can do it once more with a Mario Kart clone. It's got a very edgy, more teen art style compared to the cutesy-ootsy Disney Dreamlight Valley, and it does look to have some pretty cool courses, pretty cool characters, and pretty cool weaponry, and it's free to play. So it can't hurt to try, and if they get the riding racing mechanics right, this could be a small surprise. New Tales from the Borderlands. Not a very creative title, but promising to be a pretty cool game. Telltale did a very nice job with the first Tales from the Borderlands, surprising folks with a very endearing and comedic story that worked well with the Telltale format. Now we're back in it with 2K at the helm and Gearbox on board. Now let's see if they can make it 2 for 2 with a new tale. It's a choose your own adventure. I actually haven't had a ton of those lately, so maybe it's a welcome back moment and maybe they can have better graphics than what Telltale was capable of with their really yucky engine. We'll see how this one does. It's not episodic. Every bit of the story is on the cartridge, so get ready to binge when it drops in October. Lego Bricktails. What happens if you take Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts and blend it with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, plus throw in the Lego movie? You get Lego Bricktails. This game actually looks to be an incredible mixing and blending of genres with building and puzzle solving all in one. I know it's Lego, and usually those games tend younger, but look how great Skywalker Saga performed earlier this year, and I have a lot of hope for Lego Bricktails, especially given that it's published by Thunderful, who has an outstanding track record with games such as SteamWorld Dig and SteamWorld Dig 2 appearing on our beloved Nintendo Switch. I've got this one circled, and I can't wait to try it out. No Man's Sky. I think this game came out a lifetime ago, but after tons and tons of content updates, No Man's Sky is a pretty cool package. It's releasing on Switch after a really long time, and I'm worried about the performance. But if they're able to nail the port, this is a fun game, and it brings a very expansive and awe-inspiring adventure to a Switch system that oftentimes likes to keep it pretty small. $60 makes me want to puke, but No Man's Sky has evolved into a really cool full product. Persona 5 Royal. Huge get for the Nintendo audience. We're playing Persona back on our favorite platform, and it's the Royal Edition, the ultimate package for Persona 5, the newest game in the franchise, even though at this point, that's about 6 years old. Hopefully it runs well, because taking this 100-hour game on the go will be glorious, and I'm excited to dive back in to an art style and combat system that are pretty much second to none. Persona 5 is going to make a lot of new fans when it drops on all the modern era platforms in October, and the Switch is the only one you can take on the go, unless you have a Steam Deck. Bayonetta 3. It's been a long time for us to get the third Bayonetta game, and while Bayonetta 1 is releasing standalone on Switch in just a couple of days, Bayonetta 3 culminates the month of October with some witchy spookiness. It looks like an incredible action game, and it's a Nintendo exclusive, which helps move it up towards the very tippy top of our list. Going way back to memory from Ravensburger, we've come a long way, and Bayonetta 3 introduces new characters, new moves, new summons, and the same amazing, precise combat that has made this franchise what it is today. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Take one of the most under-the-radar hidden gem releases from the launch year of Nintendo Switch and make every part of it bigger and better. This game probably should never have happened, blending Ubisoft and Nintendo, but it worked. And it worked so well, elevating the Rabbids from ridiculous meme to palatable. And now they're back with Rosalina, Bowser, free movement, and a whole lot more dynamic locations, planets, and battles. Like on the back of a Wiggler as you look to build strategy, equip items, and use your sparks to affect the battles in all sorts of exciting ways. This one will be one of the best Nintendo Switch games of the entire year, and it drops October 20th. There you go. I took you from the very bottom of the barrel to the crispy, delicious, tippy top. Which ones are you excited for? And are there any bad games you're going to try out on this list? Just because. Dinogachi, I'm looking at you. In the meantime, everybody, thanks so much for watching. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Hope you enjoyed the video. And until next time, stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy, stay positive out there. SwitchForce, out.